Right, welcome to second round of GT Revival Championship, the 1960s GT Revival. We are presumably going to have 25 drivers at Oulton Park, but the 1960s version of Oulton Park. And I don't know how this is going to go. We did a last round at Kyalami. Kyalami was interesting. We didn't really have too much advantage with the Cobra, which is what I'm driving. The straight line speed seems to be stunted a little, put it like that. Now I've turned the sound down a little, hoping the engine sound isn't going to be too much, but we'll see. So Oulton Park is today. In 2 weeks for Linus Monterrey in France, and then 2 weeks after that we're going to be at the Eiffel Sudstreck, which is the Sudschleife of the Nordschleife, and then 2 weeks after that Longford in June, then the last round in Bathurst. So that should be a very interesting round indeed. So last time out, if I'm checking the standings, I believe I got a 7th place. We had some quite good battles, although it was a bit of a lonely race. But I'm hoping there's going to be 24 other cars to play with today, and I'm hoping that I don't fall foul of the bumps, because that seems to be a thing for today. Are we actually playing music or are we not? I think we are. There we go. Okie doke. Let me know if the music is too loud. Okay, so we want to go to the cockpits. If I can find where I'm putting all of my overlays. Alright, let's turn that off. Let's go to the cockpit. Then we can put our timing boxes on. We are expecting pit stops today. We'll have to see what happens with fuel strategy and such. But I haven't driven this car at Oulton Park before, so this could be an utter disaster.
There's traffic on the exit, keep it tight. Okay, make those calls please, Claire. That's 20 minutes to go.
On your left, clear left. Right side, clear right.
Looks like it's going to be very slippy.
Just done a 141.3.
So this bit is very bumpy up here. You can actually get a little bit of air. Track limits are a bit strict. think we might have to
Yellow flag, sector 3.
change our gear ratios. Right. Hopefully the... right, we're going to shorten the gear ratio. No way we need it that long. It's Kyle Army, we had the quite long.
Looks like you're clear on the pit exit. Acknowledged. No more spot calls, please, Claire. Okay, spotter calls, please, Claire.
It's got to remember that I've only got 4 gears. So we've got to make sure that we're not topping out at the end of the main straight.
Yellow flag in sector 3. It looks like SRO has gone off. Green flag in sector 3. Flag in sector 3.
So we're not topping out up there.
Incident in sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow.
A lot wider than it should be.
Green flag, sector 1. V14. Yellow flag, caution.
So we're running a custom paint job today. They seem to be causing a few problems.
Okay, Neil, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
And hopefully my paint job isn't the one that's causing the problems.
Green flag in sector 3.
Because before, we had like times when we were getting like G-motor errors and but this is I like this track. The 60s version is very interesting. It could do with a little bit of a graphical overhaul. I think I'm braking a bit too late for that last corner.
That's your best lap in the session. Sector 1 is 8.6 off the pace. Sector 2 is a second off the pace. Sector 3 is 1.5 off the pace. Sector 1 is green. You've just done a 152.4.
152. Now I've got to keep it as tight as possible and then get on the throttle as early as possible. Now I should have a friend joining me today. Steve Phoenix will be streaming and
Sector 1
driving.
is 0.9 off the pace. The leader has just done a 141.2.
The Jag. So you've got to be careful with getting this thing too sideways.
Incident in Sector 1, yellow flag.
That's a better last corner.
Green flag, Sector 1. That's your fastest lap today. You're a second off in Sector 1. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace. It looks like West and Korolev have binned it. You've just done a 143.5.
See, it's keeping this tight here and then getting on the throttle. Because this is going to be one
Sector
of the
2 is
faster
now yellow.
places. And you've
We
really
think
got
Rossi
to
has binned it.
be careful.
Sector 2 is clear.
But hopefully there's not too much door banging this time.
The leader's just done a 141.1.
But the this GT Evo mod in particular has been bopped, as it were.
Sector 3 is yellow. We think Rossi has stacked it. Sector 3 is now clear. Yellow flag in Sector 1.
Just keeping an eye on what's going on in
Sector
the chat.
1 is green.
because
We think that Ericsson has binned it.
the admin might ask us to come back with without a custom skin.
Sectors 1 and 2 are 0.5 off the pace. Sector 3 is 1.8 off the pace. E6.
So it's the last sector that I'm struggling with.
Alright now, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
So we've got 20 minutes of practice left.
Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace. The leader has just
So
done
the
a 140.6.
The acceleration and the top speed of the Cobra has kind of been stunted a little. It doesn't feel as leery as you think it should. So I got a break at the 100-meter board there.
That's your quickest lap in this session. Sectors 2 and 3 are 0.9 off the pace. Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace.
So we're doing,
P7.
we're doing 143s. It'd be nice if we could get a bit faster than that, but...
Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. Green flag Sector 3. Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace. Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. Yellow flag in Sector 1. We think that brown has gone off.
It's hard to keep up with chat whilst I'm driving.
Green flag in Sector 1. Sector 3 is green.
I did find there was a few people
Sector 1, yellow flag.
using some like auto lift and auto blip with these cars, and it's
P8.
like that. You're kind of destroying your fun. That's the whole point of running in these 1960s cars. And,
Sector 1 is now green.
To their own. I don't know why anyone would want to flat shift. These are beautiful 60s cars.
Sector 2 is 0.9 off the pace. Sector 3 is now yellow. Green flag, Sector 3. Incident in Sector 1. Yellow flag.
So they're going to have to try and be very wary of people nipping up the inside the last corner. But you might be able to hold on.
Good lap. That's your best in the session. 10th position. Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace.
Going down to a 43.
Okay, Neil. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left. Sector 1 is clear. We can see L has crashed.
So this particular series, I'm not thinking I'm going to be anywhere near the top. I would like to be able to stay in the top 10. That's the...
You've used half your fuel.
That's the aim. I'm not really planning on doing much setup work with this car.
On your left, clear left.
turn.
Okay, Neil, you've had a bit of bodywork damage there. Look out for the pit speed limit.
Oh! I forgot that the brakes are shitty on this car. Don't look at chat. No, I don't think I'm going to be able to. Right, does that mean we're going to get some G-motor errors now? Everything seems to be running okay. Yep, I've got some G-motor errors.
The guy behind has just done a 143.1.
Right. Okie dokie.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
On the cusp of... On the cusp of a top 10. So where's my teammate? Where's Ben? Down in 20th. I think if you just stay safe, Ben, you've got a top result. I think a lot of people are going to be pushing a bit hard around here. Right, so we're running a full tank. Now my plan was to run a short stint at the start. So what are we,
Say again.
There's a fish. What we're doing? How much fuel for 63 minutes?
For 1 hour, 3 minutes. We estimate that we'll need 128 litres.
128 litres. Right, okay. 128 litres. So 24. Two stops, yeah. So it
Checker
seems
flag,
like.
P9.
I'm gonna put shift it to the internal wall. I'm gonna probably put my coast up a little bit. Maybe reduce the hilarious. I don't know how the clock is official because we've got 10 minutes to go. We should be starting. We've still got 10 minutes of practice.
That's the end of the session. P9.
There we go. Right. So I'm wondering whether I don't know. I don't know whether other people can have the same idea. I might fill up the tank, but just not refuel. Not just trying to do the maths here. And I've got 25 litres left. I might come in for the first. I'm gonna... change my trackside camera to myself. If only you could keep it on that one. You can't. Yes. 126. I think, oh, I need to adjust my camera. It's a bit better. Oh, it's a bit skew-iff though. There we go. I don't know if the Ferrari is more thirsty than the Cobra or vice versa, but the error differs. I got GTO errors. What car? The GTO.
Exit's clear, don't cross the white line.
I think I will fill up my entire tank and then kind of leave my strategy open. Depends on what happens in the race. If I'm going to get left behind, then I might still do the full first fuel tank stint. If I'm in traffic, I may come in early. I don't anticipate changing tyres. I think I accidentally did change tyres last time. Okay, so you can't...
Incident sector 3, yellow flag.
You can't cut the...
We think Wenham has spun off. Sector 3 is clear.
Slowly but surely, I'm getting used to this car. I think I wasn't having trouble with tyres last time. I know that the tyres are set to like multiple, but I don't think I had any particular problem.
Sector 1 is yellow. We think that Da Silva has binned it. The leader has just done a 142.1.
I may actually come out of the server and take off my custom skin. I don't know whether mine is causing the problem. I would hope not.
Green flag in sector 1.
Oh, I looked at chat. I mean, if the same person is on the server and it's causing errors, and they're constantly talking about the same car, and they haven't left and removed their custom skin, then
Incident in sector 2, yellow flag, V4, green flag in sector 2. Sectors 1 and 2 are 0.5 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace. That lap time was 143.6. Fastest lap for Estra, 141.3.
can't seem to get anywhere near the 41s.
Sector 3 is yellow. Sector 1 is 0.3 off the pace. Sector 3 is clear, green flag. It looks like Korolev has binned it. Yellow flag, sector 3. That's your quickest so far. Sector 1 is 0.3 off the pace. Sector 2 is
still in the low
0.8 off the pace.
43s. I can't
Sector 3
seem to
is
break
0.6
43s.
off the pace. That lap time was 143.1. You're a tenth off the pace in sector 1. Green flag in sector 3. Sector 3 is now yellow.
I remember it actually
Sector
being
3 was your quickest lap in this session. P6. Sector 3 is 0.3 off the pace.
be a lot bumpier. Maybe it's the first section.
Yellow flag. We think Da Silva and Brown have stacked it. Sector 1 is clear.
So 142.4. That's not too bad. Alright, we're going to quali now. fortunately, I've got more errors. Car body. Now it's E-type.
That's the end of the session. 6th place.
I really don't know. Confusing. Good luck yourself, Ben. Hopefully we can get a good result today. We did win the team championship yesterday, just bearing that in mind. Gonna put 20 in. Okay. And 10 minutes of fuel, that's perfect.
Pit exit looks clear. Okay, Neil, we've got 14 minutes to get a decent lap in. Acknowledged. We'll have spotter calls from here, please, Claire. Okay, no more spotter calls, please, Claire. The track temp's increasing. It's now 35 Celsius.
It'd be kind of sod's law that the car I've picked is the one that's causing errors. I don't see how much luck with custom skins at the moment. It was causing problems with the V8 mod. I don't think I'm actually doing anything wrong with my creation of the skins. So it's actually good to keep medium throttle on mid-corner, it seems, rather than completely lifting off, because keeps the rear end from stepping out.
P5.
It's that first section I find particularly difficult because of the crests. I never really know as much speed to take through this turn here. This is when people get in the 139s. And I'm still languishing back in the 142s.
Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace.
Damn it, went in there a bit too hot. I was 0.8 up. Crap. That's a bit annoying.
P11.
Well, at least I got a lap time on the board, but it's not a good one. I would have been in the 141s. Cannot get it to turn. in that first part. This lap isn't a good one. Just got to remember that when I come into the pits, the brakes are shocking, so you're not going to slow down very well.
Sector 2 is 1.2 seconds off the pace. Alright Neil, 5 minutes of fuel remaining, 5 minutes.
Alright, we've got one more lap after this. Done it again.
Good lap. That's your quickest today. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.2 off the pace. You're a second down in Sector 3. E9.
I can do better. This is going to be a sweaty 60 minutes.
Sector 1 is 0.3 off the pace.
As much speed as I could through there.
Sector 2 is 0.9 off the pace.
And we're not going to stuff up the final corner this time. What did I just say? What did I just say?
Bodywork's in pretty bad shape. We might need to fix that. Okay, pit stop requested. What's your speed?
I think I got G motor errors again. Every time we go back to the pits, G motor error, G motor error. Now it's an Austin Healey. Something's causing it. How much fuel for 5 minutes?
For 5 minutes. We estimate we'll need about 11 litres. Your exit's clear.
I am going to take my jumper off, I think.
The guy behind has just done a 142.9.
Yeah. I want to be able to do a clean lap. I just keep pushing too hard in that final corner. Thinking I can step on the throttle.
minutes remaining, 5 minutes left.
I think it's I'm stepping on the throttle too soon before the little
Okay,
press.
there's a car exiting the pits, heads up. P11.
Right, I want to get a good exit here. Half a second up on my personal best.
Sector 2's a second off the pace.
I don't know if I'm going to get a lap after this. If I do, it's going to be very, very close on fuel. This should be a 141.
Your best lap in this session. Sector 1 is 0.2 off the pace. You're a second off the pace in Sector 2. Sector 3 is 0.4 off the pace. Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace. 2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
I'm already half a second down on my personal best, so...
You're a second off the pace in Sector 2. Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace. Sector 2 is a second off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace. P6.
143.7, that's good, Ben. I did manage to get one clean fast lap. Again, exiting to the pits, we've got another G-motor error. Now it's the GTO? I'm not sure what the problem is. With with full fuel? Are you mad? The problem with sometimes the G motor errors as well, the dialogue, the error comes up behind the window, it seems. Doesn't seem to come up in front of the But weirdly enough, my other computer isn't getting
That's
it.
the end of the session. 6th place.
6th place, I am chuffed with that. I am chuffed with that. I don't know whether everybody has completed their laps or not. Let's go to main camera. So 2nd place is still yet to put in their final laps. Just waiting for the final people to come across the line, I think. Oh, there's been a change at the top there at the final moments. So I knew someone would be in the 39s. Got Philip yet to his lap. Is Johnny's still on a lap. He's going to come across the line. Is he going to retake his second? Oh, interesting. Right. Okay, Philip Pitstop still got to do his lap. Yeah, I've got a yellow car for Stephanos. So I think that's a G-motor error for him. He's the only one I think that's possibly got a temp car. Right, warm up. Okay, let's set the starting order and let's have a look at the starting order. What happened? So, Michael Masaryk gets the top spot. He was very fast at Kyalami. Johnny Gutierrez is in 2nd. Kirillov in the G Mustang in 3rd. Freddie Howe is in 4th. Phil Brown in 5th. Kai Siverson is in 6th. I get a 7th place in the end. And Matthias Estrella is at 8th. Or 9th, rather. Giuseppe Baldoni is 10th. John Van der Geest is 11th. I'm getting lost here. 13th is Kristen Delga. Philip Pitchler is 14th. Randy Merrick 15th. Ben Summers, my teammate, is in 16th. Nick Westy 17th. Stephanos is in 18th. James Rissy in 19th. Barrett Erickson in 20th. And 21st, Mark Hightree, Gilles de Silva in 22nd, and Ed Jones in 23rd. He's the only one in the what is that car? I forget. Stingray. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Right, so there's a couple of people with temp cars. They shouldn't have temp cars because we're in a session. So right, so who's got the temp cars? Right, okay. So Stephanos is one of them. And John. They've loaded them.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
Do 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 do. That's a bit strange then. So why hasn't it loaded people that are... Very odd. Right, let's get our titles all sorted. So timing box, tower, extended battle box. I'm seeing them as temp cars, but the spectator cars. So weird. I mean, if I press drive, it still doesn't load them. It should load them.
Checker flags out, V6.
The temp cars. Anyway, right.
Okay, spotter calls please, Claire. That's the end of the session. 6th place.
Sixth place is punching above me at weight.
60 minutes. The track temp is 37. The air temp is 22 Celsius.
Right. There we go. So, hopefully we're not racing against temp cars. 17 seconds.
Okay, make those calls please, Claire.
You're on the right, 3 wide, clear left, car left. Hold your line. Clear left. Left side. Hold your line. Clear left.
flag, sector 3. Sector 3 is clear. P4. Yellow flag. Incident in sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
See the top speed of the Mustang.
Sector 1 is now green. Green flag sector 3. Looks like P6 has gone off. The gap to Korolev ahead is increasing. It's now 2.6 seconds.
So I'm not in traffic. Which is kind of what I suspected I might be.
The leader's just done a 114.7. Yellow flag sector 3. We can see Wenham has gone off. Sector 3 is now clear.
I mean, I'd like to be able to pull out a gap on 5th. If I can keep in the 142s perhaps.
leader has just done a 140.5. The car ahead has just done a 140.8. Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. That lap was a 141.6. Green flag, Sector 2. We think that Rossi has stacked it. That's your best lap in this session.
Turned out of this corner. Maybe I should be turning on the throttle a bit more. The leader has just done a 114.1. The gap to Korolev in front is now 4.6 seconds. I mean, if they can battle up front and slow each other down, that would be lovely, but I've just got to stay in the fourth. Not changing tyres, if we can help it.
That lap was a 141.3. That's your quickest lap.
Just want to be there to pick up the pieces in case the top three have problems. I want to kind of stay in clear air as much as possible because I don't want to be back in the pack on a twisty circuit like this if I pit reasonably early. It's 7 seconds on the guy behind. Me the opportunity to pull out a gap on fifth. So.
Yellow flag. It looks like west has gone off.
I was thinking it was somewhere ahead of me, but
Gap to Korolev ahead is now 5.5.
I could actually
Okay, Neil,
see
you've got half your fuel
everybody
left.
ahead. I'm doing well for tyre wear as well. Feels
Yellow flag.
okay.
Sector 1 is green.
It always kind of makes me feel a bit uneasy when he says yellow flag. He doesn't exactly say ahead.
That's a new fastest lap for Gutierrez, 140.0.
I thought Kirill was
Sector
pitting
2's
ahead
green.
this time. I mean, it's not like I'm going to beat them pit strategy or anything like that, so... I'm trying to get the rear end loose. I maybe should stiffen the rear springs a bit.
Gap to Brown behind is increasing. It's now 10 seconds. Acknowledged. Pit stop requested.
Just wanted to check the button.
Okay, Neil, you've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining. Yellow flag, sector 2. We think that Smith has spun off. Green flag, sector 2.
I had hoped that Phil could be in a battle behind so that it would slow him down a bit, but...
That was at 141.6.
That's the exact pace I want to be doing. Put the brake balance forward a bit, just to kind of maybe get the rear to turn on the brakes. I did forget to take my jumper off. If I can keep up this,
Correlate ahead is now 7.5.
if I can keep up this pace and save a little fuel.
The gap to Brown behind is increasing. It's now 12 seconds.
I don't know what car Brown is in.
That's 5 minutes of fuel left.
Again, I'm going to have to come in a lap early because fuel numbers are dictating that I do. I would love to come in with an empty tank. But this works out perfectly because I'm coming up to some lapped cars. Well, one lapped car, that's not going to make much difference.
Yellow flag in sector 3. We think that Korolev has crashed. Green flag, sector 3.
On your right. Clear right.
We're running on fumes, mate. In this lap, box this lap, please, Neil. B2.
Yeah. Not
Okay,
gonna
stop
chance it.
requested. The pit crew's ready.
It's going to work out beautifully for the pit stop. Hopefully he's not pitting right in front of me.
Expect you'll be coming out of the pits into clear air. On exit, we should be in position 6, in front of Marek. Your pit box is currently occupied. The pit stall is now available.
Left side.
That was fucking
Still
lucky.
there. Clear left.
Very little fuel left. In this lap, box this lap.
No!
On your
No,
right.
no, no, no!
Incident sector 3, yellow flag. Some minor aero damage. Sector 3 is green.
Car left. Clear left.
Watch your speed limit in the pits. Estra behind is pitting now. Estra behind is pitting.
Ballsed it up.
Go, go, go. Pit exit looks clear.
I've got to drive like an absolute dervish to make up for that problem.
Sector 3
I
is
think,
yellow. The leader, Gutierrez, is pitting. It looks like Wenham has pinned it.
I think the lapped car and Kirill must have spun in sympathy.
Green flag in Sector 3. Correlate is pitting from position 4. We think he'll be close in front of you when he exits. Yellow flag. Summers ahead is pitting. 8th place.
Ed Jones ahead is for position.
Car right. Clear right.
So I've got to chase. I don't think Phil Brown has pitted yet. He's 30 seconds ahead of me. Lapped car ahead. I am really struggling to get it stopped there. I don't know if I'm just braking later than the car allows, but I've really got to...
Gap to Jones behind is increasing. It's now 1.9. P5.
Right, so we are ahead of Kirillov after the pit stops. We could be in a net third, but we do have to overcome Phil Brown's pit strategy. Not helpful. Zero help. Absolute zero help, that was.
Yellow flag. Watch out. Okay, Neil. You picked up a bit of aero damage. Green flag in sector 2.
Trying to make me go round the outside on that corner. Just stick on your line. Don't... No heroics, you know.
We're halfway home. We estimate 90 minutes of fuel left. Green flag in sector 3. 7th position.
I have lost my top 5 now. All that hard work I did in the first stint, I think I've just undone.
Yellow flag in sector 3. Jones in front is pitting. There's a car leaving the pit lane.
That's who I'm chasing.
Sector 1 is yellow.
Phil Brown!
We think Rossi has stacked it.
On your left, clear left.
You've had quite a lot of aero damage. You might need to come in and get it fixed.
It's going from bad to worse now. I did not expect a car to be sitting in the middle of the bloody track. It sucked because I was just catching up on Phil, and then suddenly a car just bloody appeared. Maybe it's a kind of indecision on my part, like, well, what side do I go? And then I was already sliding, and I can't really do anything about it, so I ended up kind of just sliding into him.
To Brown in front is now 9.4 P6.
It's another one of those races which could have been so brilliant because of the start I made up to 4th. It's not saying Phil Brown or Matthias has pitted. I think that's lying.
The gap to West behind is increasing. It's now 11 seconds. We can see Marek has spun off. Sector 3 is clear.
I'm going to try and go as fast as possible, but save a little fuel. I'm getting sick of this corner.
Sector 3 is yellow. Green flag sector 3. E7.
I've left myself. It's too much to do. Lap times is we're doing 43s, and it's been the 41s again.
Gap to west ahead is now 1.9. Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. It looks like Wenham has crashed. Green flag, Sector 3. Yellow flag, sector 1. We think Wenham has binned it. Green flag, sector 1.
No! Fuck's sake. I'm having the fucking worst luck today. Just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time when Stephen decided to try and get off the grass and span across the track and straight into me. Pissed off doesn't sum it up. I've been caught up in 2 accidents that were not my fault.
The gap to Smith ahead is increasing. It's now 2.6.
Everything just went fucking black.
Clear left.
What is going on today? The headset just went completely black and I couldn't see a damn thing. I don't know if I hit anything or what, but
Yellow flag in sector 3.
I mean, it probably didn't go black for you, but it
Sector
went
3
black
is
for
clear.
me. It's like someone just put a bin bag over my eyes.
Okay, Neil. 5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes. E10.
This is not going to be very helpful.
Left side, clear left.
I don't think Ed has to stop again.
very little fuel left. Hit this lap, in this lap. Acknowledged, pit stop requested. Pit crew is ready. Incident Sector 3, yellow flag. Okay Neil, we expect there'll be no traffic on exit. When we exit the pits we'll be in P14. We're running on fumes, mate. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Box this lap. Look out for the pit speed limit. Ten minutes remaining, 10 minutes. We're done, go, go! There's a car approaching, watch your mirrors, stay behind the white line. Yellow flag in Sector 1. We think L has crashed.
I don't know if we're going to even remain in the top 10 after pit stops are done.
The gap to L ahead is now 1.1 seconds. B13. Yellow flag Sector 2. Green flag in Sector 2. Green flag Sector 3. Yellow flag, Sector 2. Alright Neil, 10 minutes of fuel remaining. It looks like Rossi has binned it.
Right side, clear right.
Someone was banging down the gears too early. And blew their engine.
Rossi has just retired from the race.
Just giving myself too
Green
much
flag
to
in
do in the
sector 2.
latter half.
Bateson behind is pitting now.
It's another one of those races, if it could go wrong, it has gone wrong. I started off so fucking well as well. I made the start of my life. Right, I'm gonna have to let him through up here.
Sector 3 is now yellow.
On your right. Hold your line. Clear right.
I'm guessing I must have a lack of top speed.
Green flag, sector 3.
It's breezed past me like I wasn't even there.
Yellow flag.
Right side. Clear right.
Okay Neil, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. Sector 1 is green. Green flag in sector 3. Incident in sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. We think Korolev has stacked it. Sector 2 is now green.
How is there a temp car on the track?
The gap to L ahead is now 5.3 seconds.
Not even going to get a top 10 out today.
Yellow flag, sector 1. Sector 1 is clear. incident in Sector 2, yellow flag, 2 minutes to go, 2 minutes. We think that L has binned it.
Well, that's 11th, but I'm not going to get 10th. Unless something really dramatic happens.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. Sector 3 is green. It looks like L has spun off. Green flag, Sector 2, P11. One more lap to go. Sector 1 is yellow. Green flag, Sector 1.
I can see them up ahead, look. That's there.
Alright, Neil, the next car is... I don't know his name.
See, High Tree is doing 152, but I think he's been letting lapped cars through. There's my 10th place.
Car left. Clear left.
There's that some consolation.
Position. Okay, we're done.
Car right. Clear right.
I could have got so much more out of that. I was 4th.
On your left. Clear left.
So much. I could have got so much out of that.
Car left. Clear left.
What might have been? I was fighting in the top 3. And I ended up a lap down. That sucked. That sucked. My teammate finished ahead of me. God damn it, Ben! Oh, that was a bloody nightmare. Absolute bloody nightmare. Right, let's have a look at the session results. I don't really want to, because god damn it. So, Michael Masaryk gets first. Johnny Gutierrez was just behind him. Phil Brown, Phil Brown was actually behind me in this race. Finished ahead of me in 3rd. I had 3rd! Matthias Estrella gets 4th. Kirill Kirillov, who unfortunately got caught up in one of my spins. But he did spin himself and I did pass him, so... but just that final corner caught me out too many times. Ed Jones gets 6th. Jacob Smythe gets 7th. Ben Summers, my teammate, gets 8th. 9th, Mark Hightree, the person just in front of me on the line, and I get 10th. Oh, dearie me. I am pissed. Nick Westy, 11th. Phil Pitchler in 12th. Freddie Hell in 13th. Ollie Bateson in 14th. Stefanos in 15th. and Randy Merrick was the last of the finishers. And Christian Dorga, Gilles da Silva, Barrett Ericsson, Giuseppe Baldoni were non-finishers. I believe there is 2 more non-finishers. So Stephen Wenham is still... Well, he still did finish, but he was several laps down. That was the... got caught up in their accident where they came from the left side of the track on the straight and speared across, and I just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. James Rissy is another retirement. John van der Geest and Kai Siverston is the last of the do not finishes. What a pain in the arse. What an absolute pain in the arse. Could have done so much more. I made the start of my life. So, and I knew that final corner. I couldn't quite get the braking right on it, and it just caught me out too many times. But I got caught up in 2 people's accidents. So, right, so look at the schedule. Well, we try and look at the schedule. If the thing was not rolling over. There we go. Okay, so that's Oulton Park done. I was on the pace. Not the pace of the top 3, but I was on the pace to stay in 4th. So an opportunity miss. So we're going around the banking of Linus Monteri in 2 weeks' time. That should be fun. I'm going to have to move some of my overlays. I don't really know what happened with the... It gave me the shock of my life. My headset just went completely blank. And I don't know where I was. And I hit something. I don't know if it was a car or a wall, but I managed to keep it pointing in the right direction. I don't know how that was possible. But sim racing coming up. Tuesday, we're going to be doing the Alpha 155 Championship. The Alpha 155s will be at Bathurst.
The track temps increasing. It's now 26 Celsius.
Shut up, Jim. We will be starting an hour earlier than we do these races, so it will start at 6:30 UK time. And the race should start at 7:15. So we have... it's not well subscribed. There's only 12 drivers in that, but it can be quite manic with the tyres. Tyres are very fragile in that car. So, right, I'm off to, I suppose, have something to eat now. I'm pissed off. I could have done so much better, but I'm really struggling with my pace. And just doing mistakes in the race and stuff, so it was a messy, very, very messy. But if you have been watching, and you like what you've been watching, I'm going to be doing obviously more sim racing. I do like story games and stuff like sporadically, ever so often, clearing off the backlog of my Steam backlog and Epic Games backlog and etc. etc. But join me for my next sim racing stream on Tuesday, and I'm probably going to be back at the weekend as well. A few things in the background that are happening which might get in the way of that, so we'll see. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.